Honorable Council members, my name is Rick Virmani, Systems Manager for the city's Development Services. I'm here today to show you the results of the largest multi-year digital business transformation program undertaken by the city. That program was started in 2015 and is called Project Eddy. This program has been built on the three pillars that have remained consistent in the City Council's goals and directives. The first is to build an iconic city. In support of this, I will demonstrate how we are accelerating construction and facilitating citywide development with the changes we are making. The next is to create a smart Las Vegas. We are delivering on this with virtual platforms for public engagement and creating operational efficiencies that are both financially and environmentally sustainable. And finally, to develop a customer-centric business focus. In my presentation, you will hear firsthand from some of our customers on how we are achieving this goal. The business drivers for the transformations I'm about to show you are derived directly from these city objectives. Back in 2015, Project Eddy was born out of the vision of simply being the best city for developers to invest in. This is because developers can choose where to build, and we want them to come and build in our city. To achieve this, we set out to create the best possible developer experience, implement better processes than what any other city can simply buy, and thereby create sustainable competitive advantage for our city. These objectives translated into streamlining our development process by breaking down our departmental silos and creating one cohesive and flowing development process. We set a goal of making everything as efficient as possible, way beyond what traditional planning, permitting, and licensing has been able to do, and make it all possible to be done online. We set out to stop being regulators and become partners with our developers, so that we can see their development projects through with them. I am happy to report to you today that we are successfully achieving all of these business outcomes. Let us start by looking at one example of how digital transformation has changed the way we work and serve our customers. Approving permits and planning applications requires city technicians to review a lot of paper. This process is not only burdensome on city staff, but requires builders, developers, and even homeowners to submit large volumes of paper plans that are expensive to print and hard to handle.
This is the large plan with all of the common disciplines. This is the old set of drawings that needed to be corrected. And now this should be the final review.
Once the permit is approved, building plans need to be kept on record for the life of the structure. This has created a large and expensive storage of paper dating back to some of the oldest construction projects in the city. But thanks to Project Eddy, all of this has now changed. With recently completed technology improvements, we are processing all plans, even the largest ones, electronically. Customers can now submit any permit and planning application online and upload all plans and documents 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Not only does this save customers the cost of printing and delivering large volumes of paper, it allows various city staff to review the plans simultaneously on their computers, saving valuable time to approval of customer applications.
It will be more efficient to not have everything so cluttered, and everything's organized on the computer and on our list of things to do in the order in which we need to do it.
Reviewing plans electronically is just one of several changes that are affecting how we work at the DSC. While technology is automating a greater number of routine daily tasks, the staff is now increasingly focused on handling exceptions and navigating around obstacles that get in the way of meeting customer expectations. For example, by getting rid of the mundane tasks like carrying plans to and from the plans library, the plans examiners have more time to provide suggestions to applicants on how to meet city code requirements. This leads to speedier approval of construction permits. Our field staff is spending less time in the office and more time in the field working with the customers. And most importantly, due to the vast improvements we have made, staff feels empowered and a new can-do culture has emerged at the DSC. Next, let us take a trip with our inspection staff to see some of the process improvements being made in the field.
Our inspectors have been equipped with updated equipment in the field, allowing them to share real-time data with contractors and homeowners. You'll be able to instantly see the results of your inspection. This saves valuable time, giving you immediate notification on how to remedy problems our inspectors may find.
There is no more paperwork, all that has gone away, and efficiency is greatly improved, especially for the customer, because we can give them results in real time instead of waiting to the end of the day for them to find out what the results of their inspections are. Immediately when I input it and transmit it, they can see the results of the inspection, see the corrections that need to be made, and they can do that and then reschedule their inspection most likely for the next day. So it really helps them and saves almost a whole day of their time. They enjoy it a lot more. It's more friendly to them because they can schedule most of their inspections online without having to go down to the Development Services Center, and they can also get their inspection results via text messaging or email in real time.
Let me explain how these changes are benefiting our customers and the development industry as a whole. We now have the ability to do everything online, right from submitting applications with large plans to checking the status of applications, reviews, and inspections. Everything can be done without having to come to the DSC. To make things even easier, we are building a dashboard for our developers that will show them all their applications in one place. This is very useful for contractors that have several permits open at once. The turnaround time for permits is getting shorter due to the simultaneous reviews of electronic plans, as opposed to the routing of paper from one reviewer to the next. We are connecting the dots in the development process for all our customers, so we can better guide them through the stages of planning, building, and even licensing. We provide instant results to our customers, not only on the inspections like you saw in the video, but also on plan reviews for permit applications. Automatic email notifications are sent out for required actions by customers, and notices are provided to help them avoid possible issues. By making all this easier for the customer, we are facilitating compliance to city codes and ultimately improving public safety and welfare. To see how our customers are receiving the changes we have made, we went to speak with them firsthand. Take a look at what they had to say. Monique O'Neill is the starts manager at DR Horton Builders, and she is very familiar with the permitting process all across the Las Vegas Valley.
And so I do appreciate that with a click of a button, that we have a dashboard and it takes us directly to our plan check to see where everything is at. How we do it, we have a online system called FileCloud. So it's just like Dropbox or anything where our repository is at. And that's where all of our building plans are at for our consultants, correction letters, initial submittals, and so all we'll do, which I like, is just upload directly from there. So that's the one great thing, like I said, and we're not constrained to having to leave. And I love how you guys even do the permits. The permits, regular email, submit it, you get something that comes back and says, yep, we received it, here's your number, so you can check through the process. It's simple, and that's how it should be.
Michelle Merrick is plans manager at KB Homes. When asked how our building department is doing, this is what she had to say.
I believe that the building department is working with the industry to make things easier for us. I think online submittal is one way, being open to suggestions, talking to the industry about what they could do better. In the recent past, by going online, we don't have to spend spend as much time and resources driving down to the city, which takes a lot of time out of your day. It's quicker, it's cost effective because I don't have to print multiple sets of plans now. So it is an advantage to be able to just do it online.
Do you feel that the city is working to help you get things done faster now?
Yes, much faster, because I know, and they pride themselves on being more efficient, being on top, and I know with Kevin going in there, because him and I work through project docs together at the county.
Oh, okay.
So we have that in common, and we know what we went through.
Yeah.
And then, so this, like I said, is much simpler.
Okay.
So that's what is great, because I have a lot of people still coming into the industry who aren't technology savvy. So
Right.
the easier, the better.
Our historical trends show that our improvements are driving customers to make greater and greater use of our process improvements. In this chart, you can see the rising trend in the use of online fee payments, increasing number of inspections scheduled online, and a greater percentage of online permit applications over time. It is also important to note that 27% of these permit applications are received when the city office is closed. This is because we are now open to accept applications 24/7. The online trends in licensing show similar results, with over 80% of license applications now being completed online. All these trends translate to a decline in the number of people that are visiting the DSC. In fact, we are starting to make plans to repurpose portions of the DSC lobby and waiting areas. Undoubtedly, the most valuable part of what we have delivered with Project Eddy is a platform for continuous improvement. Let me illustrate with an example of one such improvement we are already working on. You see, civil permits require final signatures by 5 different utility companies. These firms require the developer to physically present the final set of paper plans for signatures. After all the utilities have approved the plans, then our city departments can electronically sign the plans simultaneously. This final signature process for about 200 civil permits a year can take up to 6 weeks to complete and holds up the development work from starting. In order to overcome this delay caused for development projects, we are working to subsume the utilities into our electronic signature process. This will allow for all entities to sign the final plans simultaneously, reducing the time to complete this process to as little as 1 week. This will lead to an average savings of 4 weeks on about 200 civil permits we issue every year. When I spoke about creating sustainable competitive advantage earlier, this type of process disruption is what I was referring to. No other agency has built a platform to provide such improvements for their developers. We are confident that our customers will notice. The road ahead holds even greater disruptions to traditional government functions. We have created a connected customer experience that was built to extend to all city functions. The benefits that developers are enjoying today can easily be provided to our city residents with personalized dashboards and a single login for all their activities. This feature for all city residents is yet to be funded and started. In addition, we plan to collaborate with agencies across the valley to seek out more opportunities to make Las Vegas the city to invest in. We also intend to work with private companies to ultimately include our government functions directly within end customer products and services. The lead we now command in our development functions underscores how Las Vegas is the forerunner with technology and process innovation. We fully intend to create greater and greater value for our customers in order to maintain this position we have earned.